everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Bridgewater's Colts. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
Well, we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Second-year man, it's Melvin Gordon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
Detroit! Ready, set 180!
Rivers now on second down, going underneath for Gordon. And he's brought down after a good gain. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. So that last play called back after the penalty, second and long here.
Ready.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Melvin Gordon's rookie year was a far cry from his last season at Wisconsin, wasn't it?
Boy, it was. Yeah, we got the numbers right here. 3.5 yards per carry, 641 yards, no touchdown.
Well, I think his team is really looking to do things to help him break out and get back to that Wisconsin form in 2016.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Ready.
A toss play, Gordon. Room here to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. White 90.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Left side, it's Dorsett. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Colts a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Get ready. 180.
carry here for Terrence West. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Get ready. 180.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Bridgewater on first down. Setting up the screen for West. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
I've always loved Brandon Mebane. From the time I watched him play in college through many, many productive years in the NFL, one of the best defensive tackles in the game.
Now the first carry for Jordan Todman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Now the return comes from Dexter McCluster. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, Eventually, one of them might turn into a highlight.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Rivers. He's got the rookie from Arkansas, Hunter Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
7 yards to go on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second down, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. One receiver left is Hilton. They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position. It's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Let's go. Wait, force. 2 jet. Get ready.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run again here with Wentz. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They run it here with Gordon, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Rivers now on second down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Partner, I was fortunate enough to see Melvin Gordon throughout his college career. And what I liked the most about him, he always added something to his game. He went from being what I called a gimmick runner, a lot of jet sweeps and things of that nature, to being a full-time 3-down back who can make big plays at any time.
Big plays indeed from Kenosha, Wisconsin. High school teammate of?
Say it.
Trey Waynes.
How about that? Pretty good right there.
Yeah, good
2 of those guys end up in the NFL.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. from the shotgun. It's Rivers. That's caught at the 1. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So now on 4th down, on comes Josh Lambo and the field goal unit for the Chargers. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lambo will put this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points. And that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go. Way 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Let's go. 180. 180.
On the ground, it's West again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Second down, Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
First down, Bridgewater. And this is complete. It's Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Incomplete here. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to pound it in with West. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Moncrief, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's got it up and through. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jatavis Brown picked it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 180. 180.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Over the middle here to Brown. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within a point. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you worked on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Now here's McCluster. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Open man, it's Allen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This is West. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Hot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Get ready. Force.
Here's West. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed.
Wide 80.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And able to find Dorsett. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it with West. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Fresh set of downs here. red zone now. Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now West. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Terrence West, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go. Wide 80.
Bridgewater will try and throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for San Diego. 52 yards.
A quarterback often has a lot of really good friends on offense to help him do his job. But one of his best friends is anyone who can catch the ball and create yardage after the catch. That run after the catch, the rack, and the ability to break a tackle and make a big play, as we just saw there, quarterback is very friendly with that guy.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
In the red zone this time. They come up in an offset eye. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the Colts coming out now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The tackle by the rookie, Joey Bosa.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dorsett making the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Bridgewater. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Hunter Henry out of the University of Arkansas was definitely the consensus top tight end in the 2016 draft. I thought he might sneak into the first round. He didn't, but I think that Phillip Rivers is really happy to have him in San Diego. They're already starting to make that connection.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Rivers now on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. There he goes left side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And now San Diego getting set to go. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rivers to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Dorsett on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Man open left side is Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Bridgewater to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. And Allen's got it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Allen has it, left side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Throwing, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
He's back to throw. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 4th and 3.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Caught by Gates, left side. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. 1 receiver left. That's Allen. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rivers to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for Indianapolis, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for San Diego, they will fall to a similar mark at 1.